When was the last time you saw masculinity being portrayed as something positive in mainstream media? It's probably been a while. But I don't know, because I'm really, I don't watch TV, and I have zero interest in what comes out of Hollywood and Netflix and things like that. So I'm just asking, when was the last time you saw masculinity being portrayed as a positive thing, as a positive force, as a quality? I'm just asking, because my guess would be that if you want to make a movie or TV series now, you cannot portray masculinity as a good thing. Am I wrong? I don't think I'm wrong. So last week I made a video called "The Problem with Modern Women", and that video got a lot of people upset, which was to be expected. But that video is also extremely popular among women, and I want to thank all of you women out there who have supported that video with your wonderful comments and your likes and all that, so thank you. And to all the guys who watched that video as well, thank you. But there were also some people who thought that I should, reconsider my ideas, and that I should almost be ashamed. Now, if you ask me, I think people are confused about the whole concept of masculinity, and it's not so strange, because we have a lot of issues concerning masculinity. We have what is called the fatherless generation, and we have certain profiles in social media out there promoting what they call masculinity, but it isn't. It's just immaturity, and I think you know what I'm talking about here. These guys with their fast cars and everything is about money and all that. That's not masculinity, it's immaturity. Unless your hobby is cars, I guess. But if you're just getting that car to show off, then you're not a man, you're just a show off. But that's a topic for another video, I guess. In this video, I'm going to tell you that if you're a man, you should never apologize for your masculinity. What I'm saying here is, well, we're not supposed to say it, and this video will probably be suppressed, pushed down into the basement of the YouTube algorithm thing and all that. So please help this channel by subscribing, give it a like, and maybe a comment. That would help tremendously. And if you like my content a lot, you can support me on Patreon or Subscribestar. I have a new video out there. I was at the Samurai exhibition in Oslo, here in Norway, and made a little video. The link is in the video description. People ask me, can you give some advice to younger men? And my advice would first and foremost be, never apologize for being a man. Never apologize for your masculinity. It's a very important quality. Never say sorry for being a man. That's who you are. If you're a man, you're a man. You have needs, you have desires, you have passions, you have qualities. And I'll tell you a little bit of a secret here. Women like that. They like your masculine qualities. It has always been that way. I mean, women are attracted to men. Men are attracted to women. If that was not the case, I would not be sitting here, because the human species wouldn't exist. Now, we live in a society that has kind of gone off the rails a little bit, or a lot. That woke stuff coming out of Hollywood and Netflix and, well, it's all over the place. It's, you know, it's unnatural. It goes against nature. Now, there are people out there who are saying that this whole thing about masculinity and femininity and genders and, well, it's all very complicated. No, it's not. It really isn't. This is maybe one of the easiest, simplest topics to talk about in a YouTube video or elsewhere. This is very simple. I mean, to the guys, I suppose younger guys who are sometimes asking me if I have any advice to them, well, I would say just be a man, you know, just be a responsible, good person. Never apologize, as I said, for being masculine. And, you know, the other stuff is quite obvious. Eat healthy. By that I mean eat proper food, not all that processed crap they're trying to push on people. Spend time in nature. Lift weights. You know, just it's not complicated, you know, and stay away from all those toxic people and substances and environments in the so-called modern society. You know, I myself, I have very little to do with modern society. It doesn't interest me. I have what's the word? Disconnected, detached from modern society in many ways, in most ways, I would say. And why would I not? It gives me nothing. There is nothing for me there. I mean, nothing. So I would rather spend time out there in the woods, having a cup of coffee, and by my little wood-burning stove here. So skål, cheers. Sorry. And I have a question. I have a question, or I have many questions actually, concerning this strange behavior that I'm seeing sometimes. And this is something that I've seen up through the years, recent years, from the USA mainly. Men, and I'm using that word in its widest sense here, men speaking with a very feminized voice. Why do they do that? It doesn't sound natural. It seems forced. I don't think that's their natural voice. Why do they speak like that? Is it because they are trying so hard to fit into that woke kind of setting that they're in? I don't know. But please stop. Why can't you people just be yourselves? I mean, it's not difficult. Stop that nonsense, you know? And it doesn't make you popular. It just makes you sound and look like a fool. And I have a question to people in the so-called manosphere, social media influencers, and all that, especially the people, guys sitting there trying to be very manly. They're very manly men, and they're sitting in their little studios and they're talking about how horrible women are. Please stop doing that. Again, it makes you look like a fool. I mean, you're basically just sitting there complaining all the time, and it's not a very manly thing to do, you know. And I don't get it. Why are you getting involved in all that drama on social media. I mean, again, you know, we're talking about masculinity here, and I don't think that getting involved and being passionate about drama on social media is very it's not very manly. You should kind of be above that. It seems a little bit immature to me. If there's a crazy blue-haired feminist shrieking in the streets, well, let them shriek. You know, why do you give them all that attention? I mean, yeah, we know they're crazy. Yeah, we know. Let them be crazy. Let them be there, out there shrieking in the streets and about the patriarchy and all that. So, yeah, you know, I don't know what to say. Sometimes I think it's all because of a lack of courage. Courage is a quality that I'm not seeing very often these days. People are so afraid of consequences, which is ironic because we live in a society with, historically speaking, very little consequences. But you know, don't bend the knee to these politically correct people. Don't let them see you. I mean, I'm trying to say here, you need to draw a line in the sand and you need to be firm. Don't let these people bully you around. Just, no, don't go there. Don't bend the knee to these people. I think it's a beautiful thing. This attraction that we have towards each other, men and women, it's a beautiful thing. I mean, poets have been trying to capture the essence of love since the dawn of time. Musicians, artists, novelists like myself, because it is such a fascinating and beautiful thing. And don't let these crazy people out there belittle you. And don't let them belittle, using another word that is a bit difficult for Norwegian. Don't let them belittle love. Don't let them do that. Because this world is a beautiful place. And you can have a wonderful life. You really can. Don't give up. Don't give up. And don't bend the knee to these people. Because they are all about, you know what they're about? They're about hate. They are about the opposite of love. They are about hate. And they might say that they're all about inclusion and all that, but they're not. It's envy, greed, and hate. That's what motivates them. They are not good people. Yeah. But you know what? I'm going to continue on my little hike. And I want to thank you for joining me here. And I want to thank you for watching. And I hope that you will join me next week as well. And by the way, if you enjoyed this video, you might enjoy one of the other videos that should appear on the end screen here. Okay. Have a wonderful day. And as always, stay strong.